I'm surprised you're allowed a Union Jack in your house.
Yeah, to get the dust off it and the spit. But yeah, I snuck it out. When you said you're making a brew, I was like, do you know what? It is a little bit chilly. I'll have a little brew myself.
I finally had to put the heat on a little bit today. I got a little too cold. Windy, too.
Moment on the lips, Gareth.
Guys,
Mate,
I got a couple good trivia questions for today.
Kicking it off with a bit of trip. Just to warn you, let's introduce this legend, AT. Shout out to AT. Welcome.
Yeah, that's true.
Good job.
The championship
lies beneath.
expert.
I'm telling you, I'm going to do this properly. Can we get this out there now? Like, I'm definitely going to do a Canva proper What Lies Beneath poster, not these Bush League AI things that you've been putting together that make me look like I've got AIDS and Anthony look like he's been in Dunkin' Donuts for about 15 years. Painful.
It's not good for the confidence, Gareth. I'm not going to lie. It's not good for the confidence. But yeah,
I even asked him, I'm like, hey, can you make the lad on the left a little skinnier? Come on. That's not right.
Can I have my jawline back?
Moby over there.
Yeah,
I like Moby on drugs. Let's go. Come on.
In recovery. Go ahead, Wizard. Kick it
All
off.
right, I got 3 questions for you.
Go ahead.
Which team was the first to be relegated from the Premier League?
Swindon.
That would be 1990 or 1991.
It would be 90. It would be 92.
Sheffield United.
Wait, we've got an Oldham shout from AT.
Oh, old.
Nope.
No.
Any more answers?
Yeah. Don't start. We're not finished.
Chef Wednesday?
Bradford?
No, they didn't come up until like 98.
Sheffield United scored the first ever
99
Premier
maybe.
League goal. They were different.
Wasn't Wimbledon.
No.
Barnsley?
Go ahead, we've got one more each and then we're going to have to give it. Otherwise, I'm going to wait
I'm
till
not
you
making
go.
these ones easy for you guys.
Sunderland.
Nope.
Damn it.
I maybe.
Norwich?
Nope. Well, we're getting closer though.
Forest?
Ipswich.
Now, did someone
Yeah.
just say Forest? Yep, it was Forest.
I wouldn't have got
Tag
that.
Joe in that. I wouldn't have got that one. You know, no, I wouldn't have got that one. Because, you know what? Yeah, because they went down. They went down and then Stan they signed Van Hooijdonk from Celtic, didn't they? And then he came back up. And then they signed Stan Collymore. Or they had Stan Collymore as well.
Every year,
Steve Stone was in that
Van
team.
Hooijdonk
wasn't
went
he?
on strike. Yeah,
That was a good
Van
team.
Hooijdonk went on strike.
Yeah, he went on strike, didn't he? Kevin Campbell played. That was all them lot. All right, next one.
Yeah, this one, there's a couple answers for it. So there's 3 guys that are tied for this. But which player has received the most red cards in Premier League history?
Duncan Ferguson.
He's one of them.
Roy Keane.
No.
This was on recent. This is on that
Yeah, no.
Hallman's Monday Night Footy podcast.
Batty? David.
No.
Vinnie Jones.
Nope.
That's easy. That's lazy. It's
It's lazy, that from me, innit?
One of the guys is a World Cup
Vieira.
winner. Yes.
And there's one more.
Yeah, there is one more. I think
Not John Terry.
Just killing me, this.
Is it a rat or is it like a hard man?
that I don't have an answer for, but let's just say he started his professional career with your club, Anthony.
Was it?
Unsworth?
Started the career. Someone that came from Everton.
He was
Steven
at Everton
Gerrard.
he was at Everton from 96 to 2000.
Richard Dunn?
Yes, Richard Dunn.
I would never got that.
All right, the last one I think could be tough, but I think it's a really interesting question. Which player has scored Premier League goals for the most clubs, most different clubs? Which player has scored Premier League goals for the most different clubs?
Journeyman striker.
Seven different clubs.
Yakubu.
Nope.
Oof.
Lukaku. Anelka's not a bad shout. Is it not him?
It's not him, no.
Crouch?
Defoe?
Robbie Keane.
Ooh.
No, not Robbie Keane.
Trats.
I will say, let me give you one of the teams he played for.
Everton.
He played for Newcastle.
Andy Cole?
No. 7 clubs. Think about it. This person played for 7 Premier League clubs.
Journeyman striker for Newcastle. Bellamy?
Craig Bellamy.
Ah.
Correct.
That's good.
Who's the 7? Newcastle?
Cardiff. Liverpool. Norwich.
West Ham. No, I don't think it is Norwich. It's Coventry, Newcastle,
Coventry.
Blackburn, Liverpool, West Ham, Manchester
Blackburn.
City, Cardiff.
Man City, yeah, he was a little bit of a slut, wasn't he? God bless.
Some good questions there, huh?
That's well done from you, that. I was
Stumpers.
expecting, like...
Absolute
Yeah.
stumpers, yeah.
Did you know James Milner is 8 games away from changing the question? The answer is Gareth Barry.
I got it. He's going to get it.
He's going to get it, isn't he? Like, the most Premier League appearances is Gareth Barry, but he's got 8 games left to break them. 8 games to tie it and 9 games to beat him.
Yeah.
It's funny, innit? Because, like, he just doesn't touch the ale, never has. And he's just focused on being a professional. And look where it gets you. Like, he's not injury prone. He's,
not even in the off season at all. Like nothing.
He's never had an alcoholic beverage.
No. Yeah, I mean, you gotta have. I don't trust people like that.
Comes through, but no, they were good, Wiz. They were good, Wiz.
What else do you want to talk about?
I'll have to come with a couple of those.
I'm gonna chuck.
Listen, what? Let me get ahead of it. You know what? I went 0-3 last week. I think we need to address that right away because only did I go 0-3, but like the team I picked to win got shut out 3-0 at home. Crystal Palace couldn't score. I mean, Arsenal. They had chances, but Arsenal was just they locked down that D and they don't give anything up. And Ekitike, I mean, Liverpool looked awful.
So other than Ekitike, this is the first time I've looked at your lineup and gone, yikes. Yeah. Crystal Palace are free flowing, but then Arsenal's the best defence in the league, and Everton at home to Tottenham. You need to find the value, and the value was there. We hadn't been defeated, but they were punchy, them, man.
I know, and the thing too is, I was like, oh, let me tease Danny Welbeck to score. Of course, free kick, Danny Welbeck.
Be honest, did you back that yourself on the sly?
You're a rat.
Absolute
you backed
toad.
Welbeck.
What was his odds there?
Misconduct.
I hope it was from the APGA fund.
Yeah, we're going to reinvest it. We're going to reinvest it.
You know what we should do? Winnings. We should work out how much we've invested in the actual picks and what that return's been, and then what the return on the little sneaky side on the spot picks.
At the end of this podcast, I got to tell you guys about maybe the worst bad beat I've ever had in gambling history last night. We'll talk about it later.
Is it not podcast
Is it
safe?
worth talking about now that we can just clip it? And
yeah, let's talk about it right now, actually. All right, so I did a parlay last night. Little sports equinox parlay.
What's that?
I took, so all 4 major U.S. sports. So one of the first time they play all on the same day. So they call it the sports equinox. So
did you have to stay awake for that Dodgers game?
Well, no, I didn't because the only leg I had in that was Ohtani to homer. He got that out of the way real soon. He actually homered twice in the game. I had Ohtani to homer. I took Sidney Crosby to score a goal. I took Travis Kelce to score a touchdown, and I took I forget what the fourth guy was, but it was like to have over like 40 or have over 30 points in the NBA, and he hit it. I needed Marcus Mariota to have over 30 yards rushing. He has 28 yards rushing. At the end of the game, he rushes, he gets 2 yards, but he trips and he fumbles, and the ball goes like 1 yard backwards out of bounds.
No way.
So they only give him credit for 1 of the yards, even though he got 2 yards. This cost me $5,000. It was crazy. I put a little bit of a parlay. The odds were insane on it. And I'm literally like all night. I had to go for a walk. I was like getting ready to get physically ill. I'll show you guys the play after. But he literally has the 2 yards. I'm celebrating, cashing in my apartment. And I wait. Why is it 3rd and 1? He just got 2 yards. No, he fumbled the ball backwards 2 yards out of bounds. But he doesn't get credit for those 2 yards. And then I'm checking NFL rule books at like 12:30 a.m.
on a Monday.
And I still think I got screwed. I'm like DMing. I have a VIP host. I'm like, yo, you got to look into this for me. I'm going to make a big stink about this. I'm going to leave. I DM'd the FBI. I was like, you got to look into this. There's a lot of stuff going on. You got that basketball thing all figured out. You got to look at this NFL stats stuff going. You got people online that got beat by this part. Like, there's millions of dollars that was moved by this.
Horrendous.
It's nice to know that A, Carla for not backing Danny Welbeck for us, and B, it's nice to know that when people do gamble, they explain their losses as well, because most gamblers only ever tell you when they win.
No. Wiz wouldn't even. You have to get the wins out of him. He takes off their losses more.
Yeah, that's true.
Because he's got more of them. But no, I reckon we kick it off with A-Tay, put it into A-Tizzle. Chump from the champ, my guy.
Love having our guests here.
Is it got? We're not going with Chump from the champ.
Nah, that's me being mean.
That's a bit harsh.
What's A-Tay got to say? That's what I'm going to call it.
Not terrible.
What's A-Tay?
So Al, you're currently a West Brom fan. How long you been a West Brom fan?
So I've been a West Brom fan for since I was about 12, 13. Funny story. I actually started off being a Man United fan. Weirdly. which is a bit controversial. But when I was growing up, my dad actually didn't want to take me to the football, so my uncle was a Man United fan, took me out of school, used to take me to Man United. And then my dad started taking my two brothers to West Brom, and then I was like, what's the So I ditched.
That's not a bad conversion.
Yeah, ditched, Beckham and Giggs for Kumas and
for who?
What year was this?
It was about like 2015-ish. No, sorry, 2004.
Okay. I was Who was that player? You got out when they stunk.
Who was that player for West Brom? Oh, who was he? The winger. I think he was number 11 all the time. Can't remember who he was.
Gira?
Zoltan Gira, that was it, yeah.
He wasn't a winger. He was great, him.
Actually, first game of the season.
Yeah, he always used to... I used to hate playing the Albion down there. So can you remember your first Albion game?
Oh, yeah. First Albion game was like back in the 80s, when like it was, Super Bob and just sneakers, and I think it was against Villa. It was like I think it was a cup game, something like that. But then we had ding dongs with Wolves over the years, and then we went up, and we yo-yoed a bunch. I was telling Anthony over the weekend, I was at the game, last game of the season, the Great Escape. We were bottom. Going into the last game of the season, bottom. Needed all three teams above us to lose. We stayed up, first team ever to stay up after being bottom at Christmas. So, and then we had the glory years in the early 2000s, and then about 5 years ago went down, and Championship just sucks you up. But it's an exciting league to be in still.
Horrible! It's a horrible league, isn't it? I mean, you've just got beat 1-0 at Ipswich, and you're 11th in the league. 11th,
yeah.
But it really doesn't mean anything at this point in the season, does
it? On Wednesday, we just lost 2 games in a row. Wednesday, we were playing Watford away. Should have won. If we'd have won against Watford, we'd have gone up to 3rd. We lose against Watford, lose against Ipswich, we're 11th. The Championship's mad this year. Like Coventry are currently top. Scored 34 goals, got a goal difference of 25.
Because they got an American scoring, Haji Wright.
Haji Wright's the second highest top scorer in the league. Our former player on the top center is the top scorer of the league, which is sold to Coventry. Coventry's the only unbeaten team left in all 4 English leagues. So that's
Frank Lampard,
Big Frank,
looking good. Alex, what are the current vibes at the club right now? Yeah, what's the current vibes? What's the current status? Are people happy with team? Are they mad at team? Are they kind of
indifferent? Brian Mason as manager in the summer. Ex-Spurs lad, had to retire super early. His head injury. We started well. There's a little bit of unrest there at the moment with West Brom fans. I mean, we used to playing a certain way, or the fans used to play a certain way, but West Ham way. We grew up with attacking, entertaining football. So if we lose, but we play nice, like everyone's happy, scoring goals.
Is he defensive in his interviews? Like sometimes when is he really? See, that'll get you. That'll get you, won't it?
Starting to turn a little bit because he came out after Ipswich. We should have had a point at keeper made a crazy pass out that Ipswich scored from. And then Mason got a bit prickly in his interview when he started, saying about playing 2 times a week and doesn't have attacking players and that sort of thing. And so it's a bit early for him to start making those kind of excuses after 11 games.
And is it just the strikers though? Because I think it's what me and Al were talking at the weekend. We were saying you kind of get a go with the Championship, don't you? You get a bit of momentum. You get a player that should probably be in the Prem, and then if you don't capitalise on that momentum or that opportunity, you can go into look at Sheffield. We were chatting about Sheffield United. I don't know if you saw the playoff final. They absolutely spanked Sunderland. Captain went off after 7 minutes. It could have been 4-0 by half time. Everyone was kind of feeling sorry for them, and they had this late run, and the commentary was like, well, listen, at least he turned up and got a day out and all this stuff. It was done. And then Sheffield United shit the bed, and they're just in free fall.
It's sliding doors, because like you say, it's a playoff final, and Sunderland, scored last minute again.
Sunderland second in the bloody Premier League.
Win against Chelsea, they're up to second, I think they're 4th now, but then Blades started the season, lost 5 in a row, sacked their new manager, still in the relegation zone. It's just contrast. I mean, but even if you look at all 3 relegated teams from the Premier League last year, the highest at the moment is Leicester in 10th. Leicester at 10th.
It's like 10, 11, 12, isn't it?
Leicester at 10th, Ipswich at 12th, and then Southampton at 20th, which is mad. I mean, and then it's unlikely that all 3 of them are going to go back up. But at the moment, the top 6, you look at them. Charlton are in the playoff positions after winning the playoffs in League One last year, and Coventry and Middlesbrough being top 2. It's a mad league.
Guys, I got a question for you. What happens? So, let's say a Leicester goes down. What happens to the players on the team? What happens to their wages when you go down to the Championship?
It depends. Sometimes they have it written in the contracts that they get 50% wage cut if they go down. Some of them don't have it in, and I think some clubs you do get some sort of a payment when you go down.
You get parachute payment.
Or you still get parachute payment, like 1 year's worth of Premier League money. But then after, to sort your finances out basically and keep you afloat for the time being. But a lot of clubs will put it in the contracts. Like if you get relegated, you get 50. Your wages get cut 50%. But some clubs don't do it, and then you see clubs that go down because players maybe have the 50%. They all jump ship. The squad gets decimated, and they have to start again. I mean, that's happened a couple of times.
Brutal. You've got that bounce back window where if you can keep hold of a couple of the lads and say to them, listen, stick with us for this year, you'll be sound. Like Burnley, they didn't come up straight away, did they? Did they come back up straight away? Or did they have...
No, even Leeds... But it goes back to that consistency thing, though, that you were talking about, Al. Like, if you don't capitalise on wins and other teams losing, you can get dragged back in and just end up, all of a sudden, you're 17th. Like, look at Leeds. Leeds got away with it last year and won, but they won on the last day. At one point, they were 12 points clear. The year before, they got pegged back, ended up finishing 3rd and then lost in the playoff final. It's such a thing with momentum. Like, you look at teams like this, like Millwall are 3rd, Bristol City are 4th. Bristol City were there last year. They got smacked a bit in the playoffs, but they're up there. Like, it's just
momentum
tough.
is the key word there, because you look at teams coming up from League One as well. Like last season, all 3 promoted teams from League One stayed up, and in this season, you've got Birmingham, Wrexham, and Charlton. They're all picking up points. Charlton in 6th right now, so it could be back-to-back seasons where all 3 teams from League One coming up with momentum.
Is that not normal?
I mean, it's Southampton's right
never
now.
happened. It doesn't happen in the Premier League. Like last 2 seasons in the Premier League, they went up, came right back down. This season looks different, but the Championship's just a different beast that you can kind of go into the Championship with a bit of momentum, and obviously helps that Birmingham and Wrexham have got the cash.
Have Charlton got the cash?
No, Charlton have got that Nathan Jones, who's he's actually he's a bit Marmite.
The former Southampton manager.
He loves himself.
Yeah, he's hard to like him.
Very Welsh, but not.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
He's hard to like him. He's very Welsh. Yeah, should have led with passionate. Gun to your head now. Who's the top 3 going up? Who's going up?
I mean, it's hard to look past Coventry at the moment, because I think having Frank with that, him having a winning mentality of being a former Premier League champion for so many years. Now that he's 4 or 5 points clear, hard to see the world's going to offer him. Leicester, I think they could put them together, but I think they've got points to get handed with them as well. Out of the 3
from what?
Ipswich are the best team that came down, but it's not really. I think Coventry, I think Borough look really good. And playoff winners would be a wild card. Maybe Leicester make a late run, or Ipswich, and just have the squad to do it. Or else.
I think if you look at Middlesbrough, Middlesbrough got Rob Edwards now, haven't they, as well? And he's battle tested in that league. I've got a soft spot for Bristol City because one of our mates is on the coaching staff. But they're pushing again. If they can hang around, but again, it's momentum. But yeah, I mean, you're right. But Leicester, teams even Hughes, though, if he can get it together.
Just be nice to him because he's here.
Well, no, look, here's just to put it in perspective. Hughes have got Sheffield Wednesday this weekend, who are they look gone already. Yep. You win that game, puts you on 20 points, you're back in the playoffs.
Next potentially. 2 games are Sheffield Wednesday, Charlton, and Oxford. So like, obviously on paper they're very like, they're all winnable. You put an old run together, and that's all you need in a championship. Like, you can win 2 or 3 games. It's like so concertinaed. It's fab. It's great to watch because like anyone can beat anyone. Sheffield Wednesday just went to administration this week. Typically, is like a very negative thing. Their fans were celebrating going in because it means that they're getting rid of Chansiri, who held the club hostage.
I saw they took out his feet real quick. They got those out of there.
12-point deduction, but they're loving
love that move.
It's it's fun, really fun.
I like this championship talk because it saves us talking about Liverpool. It's great.
Oh, well, we got
time. We got time. We got time.
But do you want to go Premier League or do you want to just?
I think we're gonna go the Prem. But do you remember closing out on the champ? Do you remember the championship being this? I don't know.
Tight.
Not this tight, this entertaining. Growing up, it was like Division 1, wasn't it? Or League 1. And it was like, sound. Now, I know you're younger and all that stuff, but I do think it's got that standard down.
I think the money that's at that level, like you look at the teams, like you just said then, Al, Wrexham and Birmingham, they're loaded. They've got top players in the team. All right, granted, they're not flying as they should be, but there's a lot more investment now. Like you've got teams in League 1 that are minted. Yeah. You've got teams, you've got teams in the conference that are still fighting to get out. Like, look at teams like Mansfield in League 1. They've got money behind them. So if they come up, there's a chance that they get reinvested. Yeah, there's a lot more of that. Like when we were growing up, I'm dating myself, but in the late 80s.
It was all in together. It's all right, mate.
Well, no, late 80s, early 90s, like when I first started watching footy, like League 1 was, or the Division 1 was, or Division 2 was teams you might get like a Leeds when Leeds won it and then won the league, what would be the Premier League the year after. But then there was a couple of teams that would have cup upsets. But apart from that, you were playing in terrible grounds, like brutal pitches. But now there's so much more money in the game that it allows these teams to stay up and compete.
Contracts?
Has to be, doesn't it? Like a lot of that.
It went the championship, didn't it? It wasn't the championship. It was, and then it became. It wasn't the Sky Bet. It was the Coca-Cola Championship.
Coca-Cola Champ. But then you've got all these. You've got like there's so much money around now. Like you talk about where it's coming from. There's so many American owners in the Premier League now.
Yeah.
You've got Middle East owners. You've got people from all over the show. So a lot more people are involved in football. It used to be a very English thing, didn't it? And it was English and Scottish and Irish, like those players, but now it's not like that. So there's a lot more interest from all over the place.
Through the championship, I think there's only Bristol City, Millwall, and Wrexham that haven't been in the Prem. So if you think that like everyone's had a taste of that, everyone's got the money, and now if you get a good player, you sell them to the Premier League for 40 mil. So like I said, it's all the money. Because like back 20 years ago, you couldn't sell a player from the Championship to the Premier League for more than 1-2 million. Now it's like
you get
the more that the Premier League is spending, the more that trickles down to the Championship, and then the good, also good academy players don't get into Premier League teams, and they just go down the leagues, and they're still good players, as well.
And you get it reminds me of basketball in that sense, where you can draft one player, as in the academy equivalent of in the Championship, and that player be so impactful at that level that you're an emerging team. You trade that player, get all these first round picks like the OKC Wiz. They got
and hitting on those picks,
and then hitting on those picks. All of a sudden, you can restructure the whole franchise. And then if you sell an up and coming striker in the Championship, you get that 30-40 mil, and you spend that correctly, and you get 4 or 5 players of good caliber. It can change the whole team. But yeah, it is fascinating. But what also is fascinating is losing 5 games on the trot after opening with
what a transition.
After winning, I was in the middle of a sentence, sorry. After winning your first 5 games, it's actually a record in the Premier League to win your first 5 and then lose your next 4 in the Premier League. You're record breaking. You're not doing well, but you're breaking records. And I think that is important. Floor's yours.
I don't know what to say. We're shite.
What'd you say? I'm just sad.
No, I said we're shite. Honest to God. There was no, in a game and you get to the point where we've got away with it a little bit. We've rolled our luck and you score just on half time and you're like, nice one. Get them in at half time, sort it out, and we'll come out and we'll batter these second half and we'll win 4-2 or something like that.
Yeah.
And we came out and got battered in the second half.
Yeah,
the first 15 minutes of the second half, again, we give the penalty away, which you can argue with the VAR stuff. Is he on the edge of the box? Is he outside? There was no clear angle of him actually making contact. Well, you text me straight away going, there's no way that's a pen. But
that's terrible.
But even the Gakpo one's probably not a pen, but
it's not a pen either.
Little things as well, though. Like, look at, I don't know if you saw it as intently as I saw it, but the positioning of Konate before the second goal was unbelievable. Like, he's 10 yards higher up than Van Dijk in their half. And the lad just plays a through ball and he's gone. And then he just give up on it. Like I said, I texted you the other day about Andy Robertson. When we might have said it last week on this. Like, play Andy Robertson, take Kirkes, and just let him go and give his head a wobble and relax for a little bit.
You didn't do it in Europe or something?
Did it in Europe and won 5. I mean, listen, but the thing is, though, again, everyone goes mental about that 5-1, but that 5-1, think about it. Eintracht Frankfurt have had all the best players pecked off them. It'd be the equivalent, and this sounds horrible, but it'd be like playing
West Brom.
Well, no, but like not that bad, like not that low down, but like a mid-table Premier League team, like a German team who haven't got the best players anymore. Yeah. So a 5-1's great, and it was good, and it was nice to see that they dropped Salah and they played like a little bit more of a balanced team. But it masked a lot of things. People worry, people go, "Oh, we're back," and obviously then we get beat at Brentford. But I don't know. It's just
you look like. You get this feeling from a team the same way when like Forest last year in the positive sense, they had no right to feel that confident, but you were watching them play and you could tell the lads were like, your lads look scared, they don't want the ball, and the definition of insanity is repeating the same behaviour, getting the same results. Konate shouldn't be playing in the team right now.
No, he shouldn't. Find
a way to get him out. And like, I'm not saying he's
Joe Gomez.
Joe Gomez when he came off the bench, me and Al were sitting there, we were like, got to change now. But no, like, you've got to change. Something's got to change, right? You've got to change something. It's not working. You're leaking goals like you won't believe. Your strikers aren't on form. And those two things coming together at the same time are very rare, right? For any team at your level. For one of the best teams in Europe to be crap at the back and crap up top, it's rare. The lads up top are just working it out. He keeps changing it, which must be doing your head in. But he's trying to blood these new lads in with Kirkes, and so I do agree. Right now, you've got to stop the bleeding, right? You need to get a win. You need to stop this chatter, the pressure, all this negativity, all this crap has to stop. So do what you need to do. But his mindset, because he's probably looking long term, he's not as easily flustered as some managers. He's like, no, Kirkes is the future. So we'll eat a little bit of shit now, and then when he beds in, he's going to be good. He hasn't forgot how to play football. He's just not playing well in this system. So
yeah. I don't know. I just think that, like you said then, you're not pressing the panic button. There was always going to be a change. Like, I think there was a stat, wasn't there? Like 3 or 4, only 3 players from last year's team were playing in the positions on Saturday. Something like that. And
isn't that stupid in itself, though?
But you said at the beginning of the year, like, it's going to take them time. Yeah. At some point, you've got to. It's becoming a habit. Like, everything's a habit, isn't it? You talk about momentum. We talk about the championship momentum. Everything's a habit. Like, it's becoming a habit now. Being shite is becoming a habit. Yeah. Or not taking chances is becoming a habit. Like, look at Salah's goal. And I'm not taking credit for this, but I heard it the other day on something. He doesn't even think about that finish, and it's quality. Yeah. But they're overthinking everything. And then it's making it like the second guessing themselves, so they'll take an extra touch, which slows them down, which brings another defender back into play. But it's got to change, hasn't it? Something's got to happen.
Look terrified,
and our next games,
making the keeper look terrified. So everyone at the back.
The keeper, not yet. I don't think he's going to be back until like mid to the end of November. He's not going to be back until this run of games. Which the run of games they've got is Palace, who've got our number for the last 3 games. Then we've got Villa on Saturday. Then we've got Real Madrid in the Champions League. And then we've got Man City away. So we've got 3 home games. Then we've got Man City away. And I don't think Alisson's back for any of them. But you can see it. Like, he doesn't play as high off his line. He's not as good with his feet. The players don't feel comfortable. They almost, I don't know if you noticed this, but whenever the ball goes over the top, there's almost like a hesitation. Like, it's all right, the keeper's going to get it. Oh, shit, no, it's not that keeper. And then they've got to run back. And then and it all just gets it. I don't know. It all gets.
Do you not think that the centre midfielders are doing that with Canate though?
What is it?
Sorry,
having a new keeper and not being used to them, it instills fear in the defenders, and then that breeds mistakes.
I got a question for you, Gary. So there's been some people saying that maybe Slot's being a bit too honest in his press conferences and giving away too much information. Maybe saying some of your vulnerabilities are in set pieces. Maybe not the best thing to say when you're playing the set piece coach.
The thing is as well, though, with that, I mean, football now, there'll be 25 analysts on every single team going, you don't need to, like, they know what's happening. Everybody knows in the football clubs what's happening. And he's just saying it because, should he say it? I don't know. He's not really calling anyone out. He's not going after players in particular.
Well, what's he meant to say? He doesn't have Trent anymore.
But that's what I mean.
Boy.
But that's what, and I don't think he even would though. But the fact is, like, everybody knows what Liverpool's weaknesses are. We're slow in transition, especially across the back. You can get it. You can get it, Canate. The goalie's not all that. He's not as good as Alisson. He's a good goalie, but he's not there. He's not experienced enough. Like,
there's space behind the wingers, isn't there?
There's not as balanced across the back. I tell you what, though, Szoboszlai has been one of the best players this season out of all of it. He's really come through this season and been like, you know what? He's a proper footballer. Him. You can put him all over the show, and he does his job.
I think he took a lot of confidence from that. Like he keeps coming off. I've never seen him do this last year. He's coming off to the centre half and saying, "Give me the ball," as if like I'm the guy. Come on, stop messing around. Like, give me the fucking ball.
Because that's the guy he is for his country. Like, he's the captain. Yeah. He's like the guy for his country. So,
and he's doing it. He's got the performances to back it up. But I think he's. I worry he's changing it loads. But then, what are you meant to do? Like he's changing that midfield a lot. Did he change the midfield that much last year? I don't remember it being the case.
But then there's also been injuries, hasn't he? And there's a lot of faffing about. Like, they're not as. Again, it comes down to it. Look at Arsenal flying, and they've not had the injuries that they've had in the past. And again, everyone's saying it's theirs to lose now. It really is. Like,
without question.
I mean, they are flying.
Like,
there's a reason I've got all three of them in all three defenders in my fancy team, and every week they're getting points, pure points.
Well, Saliba got hurt this week, didn't he?
Did he? Oh, I got to get him out.
He went off at halftime. They brought in another guy who looked just as good. That's the thing. But they brought in guys like Zubamendi is controlling the midfield in those games and allows Rice to go more forward. And Eze is just hitting the ground running. His goal was amazing. Like, he's, of course, getting it against his old team is always a cool thing to see. Honestly, like, they made some really, really good calls on guys. Even that Marino they got last year, he just gets goals. Like, they've got a good, solid team. A guy goes down, they got another guy ready to go. They've got Martinelli and Trossard on the left. I know Madueke's out right now, but when he's back, that'll be a good backup for Saka. They got that Wanyeri kid. Like, they just got players all over the place. They take Calafiori off. They bring on Miles Lewis-Skelly, who's probably potentially England's left back. Like, it's just crazy the depth they have on their roster.
Hate to see it.
Yeah.
I mean, they're
It'll
good, aren't they?
Something else you hate to see.
Because they've only lost Liverpool.
I've said it. I've said it all year. Like, the biggest weakness they've got is Arteta. I think he's a great footballer mind, but I think his temperament, and I think he's very flappable, and they feed off that. So if they lost 2 on the bounce, I don't think he'd have Arne Slot's composure to be like, listen, this. I think he'd be like, well, and then I'd be like,
they're gonna feel like getting draws against the other big teams are gonna be like wins to them. They're like playing Man City and getting a draw, playing Liverpool again, getting a draw. To them feel like wins because they're just keeping blood.
Yeah, but staying on Gary's misery, Man United look good, don't they?
Didn't we say last week? Now that game against us means a lot. Aren't they? What are they? 4th in the league. Al's old team, 4th in the league.
2 more wins for that lad. Is there?
And that's it, right? Yeah, exactly. Who've they got this week? They've got they got Forest away this week.
Oh, that game could go to 0, yeah.
But who scored? Cunha scored. Oh, did you? Money.
Wemo had 2 goals. I had some wild bets in that game, and it was very fruitful. Let's just say.
Oh, these are stealth bets. Yeah.
Yeah. Man United's 6th in the league right now. Yeah. Tied for 6th. No, tied for 5th with they're tied points wise with Man City.
But you know what?
Yeah, they look good, man. Those 2 new guys.
Looked good.
That was the best Cunha's. That's the best Cunha's look since he's been on there. And if you get him going, it just opens everything up for them because Mason Mount's a good player, but like Cunha really, he just gives them an extra step. But I'm still worried about Sesko. That guy, he is not ready to be a everyday.
Yeah, but he's a kid though.
Yeah,
and the way they play, it's not like it's all on him. They've got like.
That's why they should have brought in like a Mateta though. Like they should have brought in a Premier League guy ready to go. And I think they need.
That's not their move, man.
But what about like? Isn't there a case again though for these lads? You can't. It's a different game coming from where they're coming from to just chuck them in at Man United and expect like even lads.
All that shit,
everything
you know where
that
you're
goes
going,
with
though? You get the sign-on bonus, you get the salary, and you've got an agent in your ear. Like it's not. It's not a surprise. Like, oh Jesus Christ, they're really looking at me, aren't you? At Old Trafford, like.
But think about like when you've got a job somewhere, you've done well in a job at some level, and then you get picked up, headhunted or whatever, and you go into go into a big office or a big job at a big company, and you're like, all right, fair enough. Like,
we all can't be Volta-Muzzy, okay? We can't,
Can we talk about that, please? Because he missed an absolute sitter on Saturday, and I had a.
You brought attention on yourself.
I triple captained him.
Well, they won. They won, okay? I'd love to talk about that game. Jacob Murphy, Alonga, just sit on the bench and watch how it's done. Jacob Murphy will show you how it's done.
He had a week last week.
What a week. Bruno's goal, too. Captain's goal, 90th minute.
Did you see Bruno's sitter?
10 different celebrations. Yeah, I did see that, too.
I was like, Jesus. And then I didn't see the goal at the end, but... Yeah, he's looked good, man. He's looked good. Eddie Howe needs a lot of credit. So much shit coming into the season. Like, if you said to me, like, they'd lose Isaac and then, Muzzy come in and be as effective as he is in that system, because there's so much pressure. You talk about scrutiny. Like, number 9 at Newcastle is not it's not a shy away role. And he's replacing this £100 million player, but he's come in and his attitude and his ways, and he's sound.
Him and the lads are just tearing up Newcastle.
Him and the boys?
No, honestly, I think they're about to go on a little bit of a run here. They got
I do.
Johan Wissa's in training now. He should be coming back over the next few weeks. I think playing those two guys together, because Volta-Muzzy
together?
He's actually more of like a 10. Like if you watch the way that he plays,
he drops, doesn't he?
He drops. Basically, they get him the ball, and he just dribbles around people. And then Gordon, Alanga, Murphy, Barnes, they just fly.
Yeah, no, listen, and you're fun to watch. And again, Eddie Howe deserves a lot of credit for how he's kind of got that season cooking. And I think it's you, Villa, and Tottenham pricks are coming into form at the same time after a transitioning start, shall we say. But Tottenham won fair and square. And people are saying we were the better team, but I don't think possession means you're the better team.
He's got done on set pieces as well.
But the set pieces, they were phenomenal.
Yeah,
the delivery for the first one, was it? I can't remember which one it was.
I thought the second one was the better one. It was like a rocket.
Yeah.
And just said, fly. But we just look at what I said last week. Like, he's got to change the back four, and we haven't got a striker.
Michael Keane. I know you love Michael Keane, but I have to say it. He looked like he was on ice, on roller skates at one point when someone went round him. It was painful.
Can you talk about like he played this back four last year to get us out the shit? No one's going to start slagging off Moyes. If you do, you get a slap. But like, no one's perfect. His thing is that he doesn't change things. And so this back four, he's going to live and die by. But it's not working, right? People are going after Jake O'Brien now because he turns like the Titanic, because he's a big lad and he's not at a fullback. And then Michael Keane's Michael Keane. And you can say he's working with what he's got. But yeah, and then there's nothing he can do about the strikers. We can't change that right now. People are saying put Ndiaye in the middle, but I don't think that's the way.
Linked with Richarlison.
If we don't buy a striker in January, that is like any form of striker. It doesn't have to be good, just doesn't have to be better or Barry.
There's too much speed on the wings in the Premier League not to have. Because even Newcastle right now, they've got Dan Burn playing left back, and Traore had him in hell. And the week before, Minte did too. And it's just like, these teams are just trying to survive. But you got to have legit fullbacks now.
I would have any striker. Like, any striker. Where's Danny Ings now? Is he retired?
No,
I'd have him.
Get Darwin Nunez back from Saudi.
Let's not get silly. We're all having a good time and that, but let's not get silly.
Hilarious.
by him.
Who's that?
Oh, from Norwich, the American lad.
The ginger American lad.
Aren't they in last place?
If you were to sign one person out the champ, one forward out the champ that would work in the Prem right now, who would it be?
Sargent.
Is he the one? Yeah.
What about Haji Wright?
Right.
He ain't going to leave. They're not going to let him leave.
There's actually a few Americans in the championship, but I think someone like a club like Everton, Josh Sargent can finish, and that's what. It's funny, you see, Grealish playing these balls to Beto, and then just getting so frustrated. It's brilliant.
He's playing a different sport. He sends it across the box, and you kind of, as a fan, turn away and go, goal here. No, he missed it. He missed it again.
There is it.
It's mad, that. Yeah, missed it. But yeah, Tottenham are coming up. They didn't look phenomenal, but they look organised with him. Right? He's got rid of a lot of fluff around that, and he's just gone, here's my boys, this is what I'm going to do. Villa look up and up, and Everton just need to make some tweaks.
I think with Spurs, though, you're still not seeing any of their strikers. But you don't know who's their main striker now. Obviously, it's probably been a lesson. I saw something the other day how they're open to think.
Solanke's injured, though, isn't he?
They're trying to off him, it's by all accounts. Trying to get rid of him.
Has he been fit at all? So when you say it with laughter, it implies that it's not something you're serious about. Just so we can see your face. And
goals.
When he's on the pitch, lad, the last thing we need is someone injury prone. I'd rather have someone.
The best ability is availability.
Wow.
Well, I'm available this weekend to receive your off-the-cuff bets, just so you know. So I'm available to receive them.
Now, let's talk about what's the most disappointing loss of the weekend, and how is it anything other than Chelsea losing at home to Southern?
It's a great segue. It was excellent, wasn't it?
Ooh.
What's going on with them?
Chelsea, they are a mess. And you know what? He scored, but Garnacho's an asshole. He just is out there complaining the whole freaking match. He gets subbed off. He's all moody. It's just who do you think you are? Who do you think you are?
This is a clip, by the way. Defo.
Who do you think you are? You didn't win a World Cup with Argentina, but he acts like he did. Who do you think you are? And Chelsea, that was just they're way off it. I thought they were way better than they are, but they are without Cole Palmer. If they can't press the Cole Palmer button, they are shit.
Well, they look like the play is centered around. Neto looks good from time to time, but it's centered around having two phenomenal wingers, and then I couldn't name the Chelsea back four right now. You said to me Cucurella, James, and
Alaba. Cucurella and Reece James are pretty much mainstays every week.
Yeah,
but it's just the two guys in the middle.
They change stuff all the time.
Garnacho's done that celebration where he sits on the stand. He did it a few times for United. They've always lost the game. That's what Chelsea did.
Stop.
The guy they got playing striker right now, Gooey, or I don't even know how to pronounce his. He is terrible too. He is terrible.
Where's everyone else? Delap's out.
Delap's injured.
Where's the
João Pedro they got playing as a 10, but he didn't even have a shot on target in the game.
He's got to be playing up top. That guy's got goals in him, man. That guy got goals in him. But yeah, they're so funny, Chelsea, man. Mad,
what else we got?
That's awesome.
You're killing us, You're killing us.
He keeps coming at me on the text. He keeps coming at the text on the slide, that one.
It's good, though, because it shows he's listening.
Yeah. He said, what did he say to me? I always send him some form of emoji if they lose. I tend to the awkward face. It was like that. And he texted himself, well, that's not what the experts said. Well, you all had Chelsea to win. I was like,
yeah, no, steady. All right. I don't know if these fall into the not arse section. Leeds 2, West Ham 1, Friday night. West Ham are terrible. Leeds aren't much better at the moment. But
how's that manager not got even a boost out those players? Because again, you're looking at that starting 11 on West Ham, and it's not a shocking starting 11. But there's just
I think that club's broken.
Something's happening. Something's happening.
Yeah,
it doesn't make sense.
I feel bad.
Does it make sense?
Feel bad.
You know who looks awful out there is Paqueta.
Yeah,
he looks awful out there, and he's just getting in people's way. I feel for my guy Bowen. He is just trying his best out there, but he's got no help. These guys they are bad. They are bad.
Awful. Yeah. They've got to sell Paqueta in January and try and get something from him.
Thankfully, Newcastle's playing them this weekend.
Oh, that's a good one for the predictions. Bournemouth 2, Forest 0. We predicted it. It happened. They're decent, aren't they? Second in the league.
Better team though. Like I don't think it's a reflection on Sean.
Yeah, they're doing all right. They're doing all right. They got City away this week as well. Actually,
City losing. Why am I talking about that?
City got beat by Villa. Villa.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Matty Cash had a great goal. I think he was right outside the box. Nice left-footed shot. Really nice goal. That was a surprise, though. Like I saw that score, and I'm like, man, that's another disappointing one for Man City. But Villa at home is good, and they're starting to hit their stride. Your boy Harvey Elliott can't even make the team.
No, that's the thing, though. In the end of September, the beginning of September, Villa rock bottom hadn't won a game, and now all of a sudden, if they beat us at the weekend, they'll jump us. They're at the same points as us. Like they couldn't get out of the way at the beginning of the season. This is so tight, this league, though. Like it's literally you're looking at 11th Brentford and Bournemouth for second, and there's 6 points between 11th and second. Mad. If Liverpool win, even though however shite we've been, we could go as high as second this weekend. It's a massive if, innit? But
I think like Villa have got. No one was worried about Villa. Do you know what I mean? I think that shows the confidence people have got in Emery. Like they're the opposite of your West Hams and your Tottenham. That's such a well-run club that you were like, there's common sense will prevail here. I don't think they've got a lot of goals in the team, but what we spoke about last week is Haaland scored 11 goals. Everyone else has scored 1 goal. So if you are going against them, knowing that's the case, I'm saying nullify Haaland. It's difficult.
He hasn't scored this season.
Yeah, but if that's their attacking focus, because clearly no one else is doing anything. So if you take away their threat by double teaming or whatever, who's making him a focus, then if he has a slightly off game, they're toothless.
Yeah.
Speaking of that game, how about Jadon Sancho getting subbed on at 23 minutes in and then subbed off after 60
Put him in
minutes?
like Garnacho, Rashford, the little gimp corner, because I'm talking temperament. I'm talking like these, like there's a reason Sancho doesn't make it at this club. Where's he going to go? Like, he's clearly a rotten egg.
Back to Germany.
And United fan was coming out there for a second defending Rashford.
Don't talk about my Rashy like that.
Just 7 goals in El Clasico.
Oh, yeah. Well,
he scored 2 in the week in the Champions League, didn't he? All right, last one of the week. Wolves 2, Burnley 3.
Heartbreaking. Club's in disarray. Sitting next to him when it happens, and he was on cloud 9.
He's going, him, and their manager's going.
His head's gone. The
head gave him a new deal in the summer.
Yeah, he was flying. He was in all the boozers in Wolves, drinking with the fans, loving life, and now he's
swinging.
Yeah, exactly. That's right.
They have a minus 12.
Yeah, they're in trouble.
What ingredients is he working with? You know what I mean? All his best players have gone, and they brought in nobody. They brought in shite, and then they go to him. You did great last year. Well, it shows how you do that again. Go on.
Yeah, do that again.
Yeah, well, give me some players.
Right, are we going for predictions? We're over an hour here. We're over an hour.
Go ahead.
Listen, we had a guest. We had a
guest. The championship chatter was good, but I've got to edit it. So yeah,
that's true.
And Gary's got to be in bed for 8:30. That's what
exactly. Like this is nearly, and I've got to watch Bake Off as well before I go to bed.
It's sad but true.
Worth saying I won again last week, lads. Soz and that. Packers, you are down 3 games on me already. I've got another shirt for you.
This happened last year. Remember all this?
I know it did, yeah, exactly.
Remember all that noise? What happened?
Maybe I'll be like Arteta. If I start losing, I'll kick off.
You get me riled up before we do predictions, and then I'm like, right, I'm going after them. There's no logic in it. It's all just fury.
And therein lies the trick.
I'm on to you.
All right, okay. Brighton at home to... Oh, by the way, is it worth saying again, Mulligan's this weekend is set up for a cracker on Saturday, right? Oh, there's 5 11 o'clock games because the clocks have gone back at home and they haven't gone back here. Forest, Man United, Burnley, Arsenal, Palace, Brentford, Fulham, Wolves and Brighton, Leeds are all at 11. Then Tottenham, Chelsea's at 1:30. And then Liverpool, Villa is at 4. I know. Tasty, that, innit? I might have to try and make an effort for the Liverpool game, see if we can win. I'll drag Ralphie out as well.
See where you're hiding.
Ugh. All right, okay. Brighton against Leeds. Brighton are at home.
I don't.
Are you getting Al to pick for you now? Is it?
No. He's gonna have a little guest
picker.
Yeah, go on.
Al.
What do you want?
Brighton Leeds. Brighton.
Yeah.
Don't be looking at the stats.
You could also take draw as well.
Thanks.
You know the rules, Wiz.
Listen, as I was saying it, I was like, that was dumb.
I'm going to go Brighton. I think they look good. I think Leeds aren't as good. They're settling in now, and the momentum's gone when they've come up, and everyone's like, they're roaring at every game. The atmosphere's still good at Ellen Road. I think haven't got the quality. Brighton.
Burnley at home to Arsenal.
Wait, who'd you go for, you little minx?
Oh, I went Brighton. We've all gone Brighton.
All right, cool.
Burnley at home to Arsenal. I'm going Arsenal. Damn it, this is not fun this week. All right. Palace at home to Brentford. Guy went draw as well.
Palace.
Yes. All right. Fulham at home to Wolves.
Fulham. Anyone.
I've gone to Fulham as well. Damn it. We're all going.
I'm going to go draw to change it up. If you look, Fulham's like 17th right now. They ain't anything that good right now.
No, I know, but they've been close. They've been close with a few games. I'm going
to go draw there.
Listen, I'm not trying to change your mind, Wiz. I'm just trying to say, you know what I mean?
All right. Forest at home to Man United. I'm going draw.
Man United.
Man United.
There he is. He couldn't get that out
Letting
quick
his
enough.
heart rule his head. All right, okay.
You were
Tottenham to
Chelsea.
Chelsea.
This one's absolute crapshoot.
I'm going Tottenham.
I don't trust either of these teams, so I'm going draw.
Yeah, I'm sitting on the fence and doing a Gary. Draw.
All right, Liverpool against Villa at home. Liverpool. I'm going Liverpool again.
I'm going to go Liverpool as well. I think they finally get it figured out.
I do. I think Liverpool. I don't like. It can't like Aston Villa don't score enough goals. But they might this week against the old leaky bucket. No, Liverpool.
If it was at Villa, I would definitely.
Where are you going, Al?
Ooh.
Dog.
Spicy.
All right. West Ham. First and last appearance. West Ham.
Don't even finish. Whoever they're playing. I'm going for whoever they're playing.
Newcastle.
West Ham, Newcastle.
Newcastle.
I think we're pretty much going it. It's going to come down to one game, this. All right. City at home to Bournemouth.
City.
Going draw.
I'm going to go Bournemouth. City. I didn't like what I see out of City.
All right. And then last one. Sunderland at home to Everton.
Sunderland.
I've gone Sunderland.
After what Everton did to me last week? No.
Flying high.
There he goes. That stadium's going to go. 92nd minute winner. All right. That's us, lads. Al, thank you. Championship chatter.
Let's go.
Oh, that's better.
Championship chatter. I've already wrote it down.
Anyone else going to watch that Mariota drop back just as soon as we get this call?
I might have to find it.
I'll send you guys the clip. I have everything. It's just
legendary.
That's
it's all right, Wiz. It's all right. What's important is...
I tell you, that is the worst beat I've ever had in my life. I'm like, oh, he has it.
Imagine being a fly on the wall in that apartment.
That's being my neighbors.
Yeah.
Hear me screaming at 12:30.
Just in general.
Oh my God. All right, lads. Nice
one, fam.
Al, thank you.
Have a good week.
See y'all.
Have a good week.